Blade and Sorcery Nomad, scripted mod support, and the U12 update. These are things we need to talk about as there is some misinformation going around that is in need of clarification. My hands aren't exactly clean here, as I have made some inaccurate statements to some individuals regarding this subject, which is why I'm taking the responsibility of clearing things up now. But before we get into it, I want you to know I did reach out to the Baron, who is the producer and community manager for Blade and Sorcery, Linica, who is the mod author of the very popular Mystic Hands mod, and I will be using the most recent status report for the U12 update to confirm all of what I'm about to tell you. So the source here is not trust me, bro. I'm just gonna rip the band-aid off. Despite the rumors you may have heard, at no point has it been officially stated that Update 12 will include scripted mod support for Nomad. Not once, not ever. U12 and scripted mod support are independent of one another, and no release date has been given for either. Looking at the most recent official status report for U12, you'll see this line of text right here, indicating that everything above it will be included in the update, and anything below it is its own separate thing. That would be scripted mod support. This video right here from the status report, demonstrating the use of Linica's Mystic Hands in Nomad. Don't believe anybody you see posting this video as evidence to support the rumor that U12 will have scripted mod support. They're wrong, they have misinterpreted the information. What we see in this video is the hands being summoned and moved around a bit. What we don't see is the hands being used to pick anything up or climb around the level, and that's because at the time of this recording, those functions did not work. They managed to get the hands summoned, and that's kind of it for now, but that's good. That is progress being made. This is not an example of a scripted mod fully working for Nomad, but it is an example of a scripted mod partially working for Nomad. It's a step in the right direction, but again, work still needs to be done. Okay, now, when scripted mod support does come for Nomad, that does not mean scripted PCVR mods are just going to work for Nomad. So the rules we have now are going to apply then. If you download mods from the PCVR Blade and Sorcery Nexus mods page and install them on Nomad, they're not going to work, and they are most likely going to break your game. Those mods need to be ported to Nomad by their individual mod authors first, and there is no guarantee that every mod author will port every one of their mods. Porting means repackaging the mod assets for Android using the WarpFrog SDK. Thank you, Baron, for explaining that to me. And if you're wondering why a mod author would choose not to port one of their mods, one reason I can think of is performance. The Shatterblade, for example, would probably cause a Quest 2 to enter nuclear meltdown without any kind of performance tweaks, and making those tweaks might be more of a challenge and more time-consuming than it's worth, especially knowing that Linica has a lot on his plate right now, working on other mods for the PCVR version of the game, and I think those are his main focus. So, if you ask a PCVR modder to port one of their mods, and they say no, or they say they don't have time, please just accept that answer, and don't continue to beg them to do it, or hassle them for not doing it. That's not cool. Don't do it, alright? That's it, as far as scripted mod support for Nomad and the U12 update are concerned. I know it's not the news you Nomad players wanted to hear, but it is the news you needed to hear, because I don't want to see the WarpFrog team catching any amount of flack from anybody over something they never said was going to be included in U12. And I know there's still going to be a few people that jump in onto the Reddit or into the Discord or on their Twitter and complain about this, but I'm trying to keep that to a minimum with this video because they don't deserve it. They never said scripted mods were coming for Nomad. All right, that's the end of it. All right. What will be included though are new dungeon rooms, breakable props, the mod.io dependent mod manager, a new UI for the player book, and performance optimizations. Everybody loves performance optimizations, even me. And I'm on a quantum computer that I stole from NASA, and they still don't know that I have it. Please don't tell them. Please don't let them know. I'll be in a lot of trouble. All right, bye.